Greetings and salutations, Dave, or I guess technically I should call you Dead on Dave. This is Christopher Daniels.
Hey everyone, it's the Native American Tonka. Want to give a big shout out to Dead on Dave.
Dave, this is Leon White, Big Van Vader.
Dead on Dave. What's up, man? It's the coach.
Hello, this is the hardcore legend Mick Foley, and I know when I want to keep up with the latest in wrestling news from around the world, I check in with Dead on Dave Productions. He covers a wide variety of wrestling topics, including the career of the hardcore legend. Don't miss it. Dead on Productions. Yeah.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Dead on Dave, and we are live just about 55 minutes away from the kickoff show for Extreme Rules. And considering I completely misallocated my time, I got nothing to do. So with some of the stories that came out recently here in the last few hours, I thought what better way to get everybody's vaginas wet for Extreme Rules than to come on here and tickle all of your ear vaginas with my wonderful, wonderful voice. So what's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are having a fantastic night. I'm having a good evening, man. Coming off of my birthday yesterday. Today has been just as epic, having a good day, and then seeing some of the things that have been going on in the wrestling world. It is not a slow news day, folks. Not a slow news day at all. So when things happen, your boy's going to come on and come talk some stuff with you. So here we are. Big shout out to everybody who's here. Carl Gibney, Jonathan Montez, Chris Payne, Fake Ass Twat, Max Wrestling. Hey, do me a favor, guys. Go ahead and let the world know that we are live right here on YouTube. Go over to Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever the case may be. Let the world know that you're watching the Copious Fat Man, the only guy you need to be listening to when it comes to the wrestling stuff. Make sure you go ahead and hit the like button of this video. Hit that like button. Not enough people hitting the like buttons. Likes are free. What's wrong with you? Your goddamn finger's broken? Also, subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 2,400 subs, man. We're almost there. Getting closer. You guys, I think we can get there tonight. I think we can get there tonight. So, good stuff, man. Good stuff. So, lots of crazy things going on. There's all kinds of rumors about Seth Rollins. We'll start with Seth Rollins. Actually, you know what? I'm sorry. We're going to start with Cody Rhodes. We're going to start with Cody Rhodes because he has just released a statement. And I did not know that when I went live. He has released a statement, and apparently there is all kinds of interesting stuff in here. So let's just go ahead. Wow. He just released this on his Hyrule Husky Twitter account. And this is what he says. My one and only statement on the matter, no podcast or tell-all nonsense. It's a lot of stuff, but, oh, man, I can't really read this shit. Oh, come on. Okay, here we go. This is a lot, but I'm going to read the entire thing because this is interesting. All right. Setting foot in the dingy old Greensboro Coliseum this past Monday can only be described for me as just a whimsical moment of clarity. At this point, most folks know that I have indeed asked for my release from World Wrestling Entertainment, but it's paramount in my mind for the fans of pro wrestling to have some answers and not be left with questions. A many superlative can be used to describe my mentor in wrestling, but one I often forget about is fearless. And it's a trait I wish more of had passing down my way. So there I was, standing in the same locker room as Ric Flair had dressed in before changing the wrestling pay-per-view closed circuit at the time, Game Forever, and capturing the NWA title at Starrcade 83, a Flair for the gold. It's sad that after once again being benched off TV, that my fate in said spot was instead to be regulated to watching and monitor advertise a returning star and kicking open my Toomey gear bag to find an outfit. I had long outgrown and face paint kit. Both Triple H and Vince McMahon have given me many fun and challenging opportunities in my career, and I showed my gratitude by always pushing for the best segment I could create, the most interest I could generate. They gave me the chance to train on the job with some of the most brilliant minds in our world. Gentlemen like Arn Anderson and Fit Finlay. I would do this job for free, but that didn't stop WWE from always compensating me in a generous manner. My goal in pro wrestling has always been to win the WWE Championship, the one accolade in the game my father never obtained. And for a decade, I tried to convince both Vince and Triple H that I could be their star player, their varsity quarterback, if you will. But it seems we always reached that point when neither saw that in me. I sincerely appreciate Triple H's unflinching respect for my father and how he has acted as a custodian of history in honoring him since his passing. He did not owe that same respect. He did not owe me the same respect he gave Dream, but I thought I can earn it in time. One of the last discussions we had included him telling me that WWE is a play and everybody has their role and needs to act at their best. All I can think of to say to that is the best actors don't want lesser roles. In the past 6 months, I have pleaded with WWE Creative and both of my bosses to let me roll the dice and once again be Cody Rhodes. I had pitched to every writer on the staff like a door-to-door salesman on how and why and when, and believe me, there are many of those who sought to help me. Brian James, Nick, Faz, Jay Russo, Dave K, JBL, Cole for letting me go wild on their YouTube show, and a few others I'm sure. There's more. Hold on. This is fucking great. He's showing more. I had to turn the page there. When Raw and SmackDown pretending to be Brian Gerwitz and other too busy hitting and developmental divas continued not to return my pitches or my emails, and in face-to-face encounters tried to big league me by pretending to be in their clearly powered off laptops, barely willing to listen to me, listening to an idea I considered beneficial to more than one talent. What's the expression? Don't take no for an answer. What do you do when you don't get an answer at all? So there I was, having done everything I could possibly do for 10 years to make the most out of both large opportunities and even the half-cocked ones, like paying up your brother, chicken shit intro chicken salad became my specialty, and those were worthy opportunities afforded me. I can only hope I fully executed. I've made to walk down the ramp in multiple WrestleManias, and I have had a WrestleMania match canceled while I stood at the curtain moments before my music hit. I felt like I had a bag of those brass rings, and when it came time for me to cash them in, I find I can't do so. Like I said, Monday night was whimsical because I felt the fearlessness in my blood, even if it just for a fleeting moment. I realized that I don't need to sell myself to these two writers captaining a broken, unrecognizable system. Matter of fact, with the time I had put in and the body of work I have presented, it should have been the other way around. I realized that blood is thicker than paint, that I know who I am and what I'm capable of. I'm not Dusty Rhodes. I'm Cody Rhodes. I'm a pro wrestler. I am proud of that. It's been said never to leave money on the table, but no money is worth being less than what you are. Ask my wife. I don't even read the check breakdown. This was never about money. This is always about the moment. And I'll be damned if my father's legacy is Stardust or a series of sizzle reels for NXT. It's not my job to pick up his sword. It's my privilege. I will miss many of the soldiers in the locker room, some of whom I've earned their friendship. Guys like Cesaro, Zack Ryder, Tyler Breeze, KO, Harper, Kofi, Taya, The Wasteland, and the NC. Keep that locker room clean and keep having a better match than you're supposed to. I do believe the cream rises and hard work prevails. My work just needs to be elsewhere. I want to thank both fans and critics of mine alike. There is no greater responsibility than having a fan who expects the level of entertainment from you, and there's nothing more motivating than those who buy a ticket yet find something lacking, considering that the first few CAW years of my career, I always took the criticism as more of a request than I made those adjustments. I could for the overall product. Again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. About 1 year ago, the biggest light in my sky ripped away from me when I lost my father. It's time for me to try and seek that illumination, that glow that's still out there. This is not goodbye. There is a whole world of film and television and stage that I might find I have a knack for. Maybe I've already even gotten an offer. As far as the future is concerned, though, I'm a wrestler, so that's what I'll do. Wrestle. Wow. Whoa. Holy shit. That is pretty crazy. That was longer than I thought it was going to be, but I gotta say, I don't give a shit if you guys didn't like that. I wanted to fucking read that out loud. That was incredible. I didn't know it was there. I just saw it, and I almost got misty. I couldn't read it very well because it was really small writing. But that was, wow. Wow. There's been goodbyes in wrestling. There's been fuck yous to WWE, but that's one of the most moving things I've ever read a wrestler write. Jesus, man, you could feel his frustration. And you know what? Here's the thing. You can't really say he's wrong. I mean, I'm the type of guy that I'm always going to look for the other side of the argument and look for things that maybe could have been done better by what he wanted or but almost everything Cody Rhodes said, there's 100% true. And I mean, you want to talk about fearless, calling out Triple H and Vince by name while not burying them. I don't think he buried them at all. He may have buried some of the other writers, but he certainly didn't bury Triple H and Vince. What he did was he simply shone a light upon a difference in opinion, that they felt that he is not the guy that he feels he's going to be. And you know what? He might be right. He might not be right. I'm not sure. I don't know. I can't sit here and say that Cody Rhodes is going to go on to New Japan or Ring of Honor or anywhere else and become a huge star. I have no idea. He's had opportunities in the past. He's been with some of the biggest stars in the game, and yet nothing has resonated and catapulted him to huge heights. Now, some people can look at that and go, well, WWE simply hasn't let him. That might be true. That might be completely fair, but all of that is not even worth debating. What is worth talking about, what is worth actually having a conversation about is the words that Cody said tonight. I mean, I love the fact that he said, I'm not going on any tell-all bullshit. That's not Cody Rhodes. I like that. This was a comprehensive, long, very heartfelt message. And that was, wow, man. That was really, really moving. For those of you who didn't like with that, I just read the entire thing. I'm sorry. Go read it. I'll put his Twitter into the description box. I think you should read it for yourself. I know I stumbled over some words. I'm sorry, but I felt that was captivating. I was like, I barely held it together because, so here's the question. Is he going to be able to find success elsewhere? That's going to be it. And I like that he put all the shit to bed. I don't know what this means for Goldust. I don't know what this means for Eden. I have no idea, but I'm glad that he put all the other shit to rest. This is not about money. This is not about it. It's about opportunity. He's not going to take a retirement. He's not going to rest or anything. He's going to go continuing on to wrestle. And I'll tell you what else. I like the fact that he asked for a release and less than 24 hours later, the WWE gave it to him. The WWE gave it to him on the night that they have a relatively big pay-per-view with a whole bunch of other rumors going on. They didn't have to do that. They didn't have to do that. They could have sat on him through the summer, but they didn't. I feel that's a really, really good thing for both him and the WWE. There's really no point in keeping him around if they're not going to let him become Cody Rhodes or take a chance. I think that it is a mistake, a huge mistake by WWE of not at least rolling the dice on Cody Rhodes. I mean, why not at this point? You know, there's no reason not to say, you know what? We've tried everything else. If we got nothing, what, for a potential of another Stephen Amell match? That's what's holding you up. Is that what you want to keep him as Stardust for? Is for the potential of another Stephen Amell fight? I don't understand. You guys know me, man. I will talk and try to think logically of why WWE will do something. I'll look at it from a business standpoint. I'll look at it from a history standpoint. But honestly, everything that Cody said in this thing completely seems to be true. There's no reason for him to lie about almost anything that he said. And if it's true, which it seems to be, I'm going to believe him on this. It's very, very bad. It's one of the worst decisions WWE's made in a long time because there's no risk in letting him be Cody Rhodes again. None. There's only upside. They really must have just completely cooled on him and just lost faith. They didn't want to pay him. They didn't want to pay him anymore. It all has to come into that type of business decision when a guy is bringing you a no-risk solution. He's pitching ideas that absolutely have no risk at all to it. You have to look at the paycheck that the guy's getting, and you have to determine if you want to keep paying him that while taking this risk, even if it is a no risk. And the WWE decided to let him walk. A lot of people are going to use this. A lot of people are going to use this and spin this, and they're going to fucking bury WWE. And honestly, I can't really blame anybody who does so. I think a lot of things that are not true are going to be thrown out, like this is how it is for everybody. No, I don't think it necessarily is. But after 10 years with the company, there's a ceiling for some people. And I don't know. I mean, I like Cody Rhodes a lot. I don't know if Cody Rhodes is a world title guy. I don't know that. I can't say that I think certainly that Cody Rhodes should have been a world champion. I don't know. He's good. But, I mean, really, I hated the dashing Cody Rhodes gimmick. Hated it. Couldn't stand it. Thought it was awful. His performance really didn't do anything for me in that. I liked a lot of the Stardust stuff that he did. It went on too long. It's a tough situation, man. It's going to be interesting to see where he goes from here. Personally, I hope he goes to Japan. I mean, that's what I'm hoping for. And Japan is looking to scoop people up because of all the people who are leaving, with now Ibishi and a whole bunch of other people that are have left. Fucking Anderson, Gallows, AJ, Shinsuke Nakamura. All these guys that are left, they're looking for new people. They're looking for guys who can work, who can wrestle, who work that style. Cody certainly fits that. So you got to assume that is probably the best place for him to go. Ring of Honor would make sense too, mainly because it's not Japan. As cool as Japan is, and as cool as it could be like enticing for him, Eden probably isn't leaving WWE at this moment. So the last thing I'm going to say on this situation with Cody is he's a stand-up guy. That what he did, the statement, the fact that he asked for his release, all of that, that dude is a man. That dude is a man. Huge nuts. Dusty Rhodes is fucking proud of his son. Wherever Dusty is now, if he's just energy in the ether, whatever the case may be, he is proud of his son because Cody acted like a man tonight. Let me tell you, good job, Cody Rhodes. And I really sincerely hope you nothing but the best in the future. Big shout out to everybody in the chat. Joseph Blunt, Josh Hampton, 4ZA, Jose Duran, Carl Gibney, Fake Ass Twat, everybody. I saw my man, Real Talk Metaphor Messiah up in the chat. Thank you guys. Hope you're having a good time. We're getting ready for Extreme Rules. I'm going to get out of here in a few minutes here to go watch the pre-show, which starts in about a half hour. So we're going to talk about a few more things, take some calls, take some questions, and then pop on out of here. Make sure you guys hit the like button if you're here and you're enjoying the voice is kind of like, yeah, I like it. Hit that goddamn like button. Make sure you show the appreciation. Hit the subscription button if you've yet to do so. We're almost at 2,400 subs. Let's get to 2,400 subs tonight. Think we could do it with your guys' help. All right, hook it up. We can get to 2,400 on YouTube tonight. If you've yet to subscribe, subscribe. If you know somebody who might like the channel, pass it on, because why not? Also, if you want to get yourself some cool merch, man, deadondave.spreadshirt.com has all kinds of great merchandise, man. We got all kinds of good shirts, mugs, hoodies, hats, all kinds of stuff. Go check it out. Also, you can donate to the channel if you're so inclined. Help the bills get paid here. And just give a tip to the copious fat, man. I do not monetize my videos, so I very much appreciate anybody who donates. And you'll get a nice little message on the screen and all that. So thank you guys very much. All in the description box below. Okay, obviously, another big thing that happened tonight. I don't know what's bigger, the Cody Rhodes release and now this subsequent manifesto that he just released, or the big rumor that Seth Rollins returns tonight. There is all kinds of things going on, including what apparently is a fake tweet that was given to me like a fucking STD by Joseph Blunt. Joseph Blunt writes me like, hey, look at this tweet by Seth Rollins. You know, I'm stupid. I'm a relatively stupid guy, so I didn't catch why this thing was more than likely fucking fake. But when I presented it on my video earlier, believe me, the YWC was very quick to shove it right up my ass and let me know that not only am I stupid, but that thing was probably fake. Basically, the tweet, I don't have it right now in front of me, but the tweet it was on there for a minute. It was only released for a minute, but the reason why everyone's saying it's fake is that in 1 minute it garnered over 15,000 likes and almost 10,000 retweets, which everybody's saying is impossible. If it was a fake, I am blaming Joseph Blunt. I took him at his stupid, limey word, and look what it got me. Jesus Christ, Joseph Blunt. You know what he deserves? I know what he deserves. This is why I don't rely on fans. But this is what he's going to get. He deserves something. He deserves a pressed ham. That's what you get, Joseph Blunt. Bubbly. You get a fucking pressed ham. You know what? You deserve something worse than a pressed ham. Fuck that. Worse than a pressed ham. You deserve your dreams to be haunted. Try to get this out of your head. Yeah. Nicolas Cage haunts your fucking dreams. Oh my God, Nicolas Cage is going to eat your soul, Joseph Blunt. This Nicolas Cage creep out goes to Joseph Blunt. Bubbly. That's what you get. Holy God. All right, back to the Seth Rollins. I'm Seth freaking Rollins, John. Back to the Seth Rollins situation. Now, as we all know, Seth Rollins blew his knee apart, and he's been out for a while now. I personally don't think he should even think about returning until SummerSlam, but apparently there's been a timetable set that this is what I've been reading, what I've been hearing, that there's a timetable. Timetable was supposed to be John Cena coming back on May 31st, and then everybody else returning shortly after, with a tentative date for Seth Rollins being June 6th. Well, now everything seems to be flipped on its head with this tweet, whether it be fake or real, I don't know. And the news that not only is he in Albany tonight, and scheduled to appear, but he also is scheduled for both Raw and SmackDown this week. That is more interesting to me, is that he is being announced that he is supposed to be on Raw and SmackDown. That's according to PWI Insider. Take it for what it's worth. Rollins is also scheduled to be at this week's Raw and SmackDown taping. Scheduled, not rumored to be, scheduled to be. That means somebody has seen his name, a flight itinerary, something. That's the biggest evidence to me. When you see the word scheduled to be, that's a much different thing than rumored to be or backstage at, things like that. Scheduled to be on is a much bigger statement to me. So that is really bringing up my expectations for Seth Rollins to be on the card tonight. Now, the question becomes, in what capacity? Obviously, the clearest one is to fuck over Roman Reigns. But does that mean that AJ Styles is the beneficiary. Does he benefit from this? Are we getting an AJ Styles championship? Or is he going to be going against AJ Styles? Does he screw AJ Styles? Does he lead or become part of the club or the bloodline? What happens? Does the Shield reform tonight? There are so many possibilities of what could happen. What do you guys think? That's what I want to know. I want to know what you all think about the situation. Bubble Baron donated $2. Sorry about the Rollins tweet. I got it from What Culture. I assumed it was legit. My apologies, bubbly. Well, thank you very much, Joseph Blunt. You're a good man for stepping up and, giving me some money. Thank you. All's forgiven with cash. There you go. Throw some money at it. Fuck it. Most problems in life can be fixed by throwing some money at it. So I appreciate that. Throw some cash at me, man. All's forgiven. Thank you. $2. I'm cheap. So, good stuff, man. There's a lot of crazy things. Do you guys think Seth Rollins is returning tonight? What do you think about the Cody Rhodes situation? Love to hear from y'all. Go ahead and call in now on Skype. David Vancura, DavidVancura. Or, of course, use the number 702-751-2902. Lines are open now. That's right. Love to hear from you. The betting odds tonight, by the way, for Extreme Rules are heavily favored for Roman Reigns to walk out. In fact, let's go ahead and look at those betting odds, because there are some interesting things with the bet. And I kind of want to read them out loud and talk about the betting odds so we can see if they're going to be right or not. Where is it? Where are you, you son of a bitch? Where are the betting odds? I saw it earlier. Did they take it down? Son of a bitch. You're a rich girl. Where the fuck are the betting odds? Fuck. Betting gone. Betting, gone. Of course, I can't find it. Of course, I can't fucking find it when I need it. Whatever to make me look like an asshole. Sasha. Oh, the Sasha Banks injury. We're hearing about a Sasha Banks injury. Not good. She may have gotten a knee to the head at a live show. She might be gone for a little while. Who knows? That kind of sucks. Oh, there we go. There's the betting odds. Let's talk about the betting odds for tonight. Pretty interesting stuff. Basically, this is how you get it when you look at it. The way betting lines work is if you bet on the favorite, let's say Roman Reigns is minus 600. That makes him the favorite. If you're the minus, your favorite. If you'd have to bet $600 to win $100. If you take the underdog, let's just say Styles at 400, you would earn $400 from a $100 bet. All right. So these are the betting odds for tonight's Extreme Rules pay-per-view. All right. So here we go. Roman Reigns is a 1,050 negative 1,050 favorite, man. So that means if you want to win $100, you got to bet 1,050. 1,050. That to get $100. Wow. And if you bet $100 on AJ Styles, you're going to win 550. So, heavily favored Roman Reigns. I don't think that there has ever been a favorite this heavily favored that has not won. So, unfortunately, that seems almost like a lock. And I'm wondering if Seth Rollins' information has something to do with that. The submission match for the Women's Championship, Charlotte, is negative 840. That's a pretty high fucking favorite as well. That means $840 will get you 100. Natalia, if you want to bet on her, she's plus 480. So you're getting big odds, man. Wow. Rusev, a minus 900 favorite against Kalisto. Kalisto's getting plus 500. So if you bet 100 on Kalisto, you'll get 500 back. Not bad there. WWE Tag Team title match. The New Day is a heavy favorite, minus 720. So if you want to win, $100, you got to bet 720. The Vaudevillains are plus 440. Big, heavily underdogs against the New Day, which I was not actually expecting. I really thought the New Day had a chance to lose this thing, but I don't know. Here's a shocker. The Intercontinental Championship, The Miz is a pretty sizable favorite right now, minus 600, man. Cesaro is the next best bet at plus 725. Kevin Owens at plus 1100. Wow. And Sami Zayn at plus 1400. That means if you bet $100 on Sami Zayn to win, who was my pick for this, by the way, if he wins, you win $1,400. That's insane. That does not seem to be like a terrible bet to make to me. I would bet on I almost want to go put, if I had $100, I would almost want to go put it on Sami Zayn. Holy fuck. The Asylum match, Dean Ambrose, biggest favorite of the night. Biggest favorite of the night is Dean Ambrose at minus 1,200 over Chris Jericho's plus 600 in his bid. And Baron Corbin is minus 900, big favorite over Dolph Ziggler. Wow. So according to the betting odds, Corbin, Ambrose, Miz, New Day, Rusev, Charlotte, and Roman Reigns are your winners tonight. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So there you go. Pretty good stuff, man. Phone lines are open. No one really seems to be calling in. So I'll let you guys go relax and go check out whatever else you want to check out before the kickoff show. Kickoff show starts in 24 minutes. I'll be there. It'll be good stuff. I'm excited about that. Thank you guys for joining me on this latest edition of Dead on Dave Live. We talked about Seth Rollins' big return rumor and Cody Rhodes officially being released by the WWE. Big shout out to everybody who came out and hung out with me tonight. Good stuff. Everybody left in droves for some reason. I don't know what the hell happened. They were here when I read that long manifesto by Cody Rhodes, but then they were like, Dave sucks. So, hey, they're not wrong. So, thank you guys very much. I appreciate all the love and support. It does mean a lot. I mean that sincerely. And we'll see you a little bit later on, right after Extreme Rules. Make sure you're back here, man. We're going to be rocking it out with the live copious review. But is it going to be a positive one or a negative one? We'll find out in just a few short hours. Thank you guys very much for hanging out with me. Like, subscribe, and share. We'll see you next time. And as always, if you don't have talent, have talented friends like Tuta, XLT Live Podcast, live tonight, live reaction during the Extreme Rules pay-per-view. Make sure you don't miss it. We'll see you right after, right here on the review. Peace!